whatever time you'll be tuning in. I hope that everyone had an amazing week and was able to celebrate an amazing, incredible win in that we had here for our country and for the world. I hope that you had you got to really celebrate and be satisfied for your own impact for what been happening lately. I so overwhelming and so incredible, and I know all of us who support the common sense, not even necessarily that deep into any kind of politics. I know that most of us have been thrilled that we have an opportunity to live in we have an opportunity to have a leader that knows how to lead, and we have plans for the things to get increasingly better and undo this whole business. Hi Elizabeth, I don't understand why I'm not in my celebrative hat. I'm a bit under the weather today, but I have a little bit of time, and yes, I wanted to share some things with you, some of my thoughts. It's this is so interesting to me because the other side, people who were on the other side, so to speak, right? They really have nothing to lose. They are so upset, and we're going to talk today about women and so-called reproductive rights. But the funniest thing of all is that those people on the other side, they truly have nothing to lose. Literally, not a single thing going to change for them. The only thing that will change is probably better economy and better control how the money is spent, and um, other things that I believe he will provide for us. Trump will provide for us. He's killing it. It's not been, I don't think it's been 75 hours yet, or 3 full days, or 4 full days. He's already killing it. He's already killing it. Hi, everybody. Hi, Matthew. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Gregory. Hi, everyone. I have to wear my hat today. We didn't get the chance to celebrate. Guys, I was so tired. I stay up till the morning. I was going to go to the live the next day. I'm like, I can't go live because I'm dead. I'm dead. Like, I have no emotions left. Like, I'm so excited, guys. For those people on the other side, life will make no difference. They can still wear their green hair. Hello, good to see you. Welcome from New Zealand. Hello, Matthew. They're still gonna be wearing the green hair. They can still be crazy and have their meltdowns. Nobody gonna come for them in any size, shape, or form. But yet they're welcome to go where they feel better about themselves. Literally, not a single thing going to change for those people who stand for the other side, but everything gonna be the same once again. But I believe that the economy will be better, the better leader like our new president. But for us, for people who understand at least a little bit of foreign policy, a little bit of what's really going on in the world, for us it's crucial, because we have World War III to stop. We have to get off being on the edge for World War III. We have to stop the war in Ukraine, because whether or not you're connected to Ukraine, it's a question of life and death. It's literal. It's not a parabola. It's literal question of life and death, right? For my native country of Ukraine, it's, if we would have somebody else, we would have a death sentence for my entire country. It would be a war for many years. We would have a war for another 4 or 5 years. There would be nothing left from my country of Ukraine. All right. And it's not about that I'm connected, but why people have to die because somebody wants to launder some cash, right? And for Middle Eastern conflict, just literally understanding that if you understand a little bit about the world arena, we all know that United States playing the key role. And so if there is no one to lead the world, Trump has not been in office for 3 years, for 3 days yet, and countries are already showing willingness to speak. You know, Putin was first he did not plan to congratulate, but he announced yesterday that he will want to speak, he will talk. And so as Hamas, and so as other countries in the world, they are ready to talk. You know, you pay the cost to be the boss. Donald Trump paid the ultimate cost. It's high risk of his life, and it's a miracle that he stayed alive. So for people who only have this, we're gonna talk about the so-called reproductive rights, but people who are just worrying about their own butt, sorry for my language, who are just worrying about their weirdness and their express themselves, once again, not a single thing going to change. So they can sit down and relax and color the hair green. But for us who, once again, looking out for our kids, for our future, for the future of the world, that is, I don't know, guys, about you. I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink. I had the celebration champagne, other things. We had some food and dinner. I couldn't eat or drink. I just was drinking water and my tea. I was so hyped about this because it's like the history was made, and I was feeling that history is taking turn. I made a video on my Instagram saying that I'm going to vote, and then the second one, that history will be made today. I have an Instagram page with the same name like my channel, and so and history happened. You know, we're just so lucky that people on the other side went way too far. Basically, they created this win. That's so that they helped Trump to win, was being so left and so woke and so out of touch with reality. You know, worrying about transgender surgeries when we are about to you know, when we are about to blow up, you know, in the sky, when we are about to disappear, when we are, you know, they had already missiles stationed in warships standing in Cuba, you know, looking, you know, aiming at Florida, you know, toward Florida. I mean, how much further you can get? So yeah, I don't care about color, the coffee leads matching my lipstick when we're about to collapse, you know, and our country is on the line, when people storming in and taking lives of innocent citizens, you know, talking about our own war inside of the country. So, you know, it's so funny because some women, some liberal women, got very upset. Donald Trump said that he will support us whether we want it or not. Of course, they took it out as a content, but how can you be wrong with supporting or protecting women? That included from illegal aliens that just storming into the country. How that could be wrong? He just said it for fun. If you want it or not, I'm gonna protect you. How protection can be ever wrong? I have a big hope that this time we will get cured from the woke mind virus, right? Today, in this video, I really want to touch on the reproductive health. First of all, please let me know, does anybody get healthier from having uh, a termination of the baby in their womb? Do women really get healthier? Show me one woman that get healthier, unless she has a life-threatening condition. That's maybe 5%. Okay, the numbers are, I'm talking about regular normal women. What kind a woman who can get healthier from having a horrible surgery, so to speak, where you stop the life of your developing child. Nobody gets healthier from this. Not a woman, not your mental health, not your physical health. I didn't know that that was health care, stopping the natural progress of developing. I'm first to learn that that was health care, supposedly. I didn't know that. I hear this for the first time. That's a Trump meme. I don't know if you saw that. By the way, Elizabeth, are you still there? I hope you are. Please let me know if you are. Women do it emotionally, manipulate men. That's a very interesting question. We're gonna touch on that. Thank you. Hello, Dick from Netherlands. Thank you. Hello, Ramon. Thank you. Hello, Lenny. Thank you. Jacksonville Kid. Give me your tired. Okay, I'm not gonna read stupid comments today. I'm sorry. I'm gonna respond to your comment. It's a lot more complex than that, RJJ. Okay, talking about emotionally, manipulating men. You have to understand that women who are doing something like that, they don't know what they're doing. Believe me, they don't know what they are doing. A lot of women think that this is just a clump of cell. That's what they teach you on the campus at the university, that this is absolutely nothing. It's just a clump of cell. Some women think that well, this is just that would be a major inconvenience for my life. A lot of women have peer pressure when if younger and none of their friends have kids. They're like, really, you want to do this, instead of going partying? Thank you, Angela. You want to do that instead of having parties and sleeping around. You want to raise a child. You have to understand that even if there is a emotionally is manipulating someone, she is not well. You guys don't understand. For us, our child, being a mother, worth more than anything in this entire. We don't love, we are not attached to anything. I'm gonna get emotional right now. There is nothing more important, more beautiful, more sacred than motherhood to us. And we are in our common sense, in a connection with who we are as women, because we are different. We have different hormones, we have different desires, we have different strengths, and in some way a lot stronger than men are, but not in the ways that liberals shown you, not in the way of taking an extreme stress in high stress jobs, not in a way of putting the pavement, paving the roads, or not in a way of doing some operating heavy machinery. We are stronger in our own feminine way. We can go without sleep and food, and we can go through the pain of birth, which is equals to 40 bones. They counted that it equals to 40 bones break at once. We have our own strengths, and it's very beautiful, because our strength is in flexibility, our strength is in love, our strength is in sometimes woman's love can cure a child. I've witnessed, I grew up in very interesting conditions. Some of you that don't know me, I grew up in Ukraine, but it was right when Soviet Union fell, and we have complete bankruptcy of everything. Our healthcare system was awful. We didn't have even like the first aid things, the things that we need and to survive. And I've seen so many times when women, the doctors would say, oh, you're walking, or your child won't survive, or your child has like, I had asthma when I was little, very bad asthma. And that's sometimes it's mothers love that don't believe to the doctors and put their effort and care and support. There is something magical that a woman can do sometimes to cure her child. So women have extreme strength. I think women are absolutely um divine creations, absolutely divine. But what we are taught right now, to abandon that spiritual side, and without spiritual side, women look at the early pregnancy as a clump of cells. But even from science, if somebody would tell women that the child that you have, the child that you have will never be born again, that all of us, all of you guys watching me, all of us, you know, our DNA, our, there is not another person like you in a whole world, not another one. Somebody may look like you, may think like you in some ways, but there's not an identical set of DNA. Even twins who are born, they have different set of DNA. They have a lot of things that's matching, but they're not the same. So when women looking at their pregnancy as that is just a cloud, a bad accident, when they completely take the divine spiritual part, you know, yeah, I wish luck to Putin. My yes, he will live very long for about a couple of days until he will get an orders how things get done, you know. So I wish him luck. I wish him luck, that's all I can say. But yeah, so when people deny the spiritual part of, that was my biggest happens to a woman when she has a child. I felt like I head out to a different universe. It's a completely different it's a completely different experience, you know. It's you just as a woman, because you guys cannot, you know, men who watching me, you cannot have that experience, but I can just tell you that when you have a child, it's like it's something that you cannot describe. It's literally you discover, I'm gonna say it in a simple way, your heart goes from this to, like, I don't know, it wouldn't fit this car. So you really discover who you are, you discover what love means, because you never know what unconditional love is before you having a child. It's really hard to imagine that, because, you know, in relationships, especially God forbid modern relationship style, people just forget, you know, what love truly is. They want to leave after first small issues or disagreements, like, ah, you know what, she's not that great, he's not that awesome, bye, let me block you, you know. People forgot to appreciate what love is. They actually end the relationship before love ever starts, because love, it's knowing all the imperfections and love the whole person, not only beautiful things about them, right? But with a child, when you have a child, your heart opens, your mind opens, you change, you go to a different universe, because you experience an extreme amount of unconditional love. And so the beginning of life is not a undefined column of cells that all the smart professors teach at the university. It's a divine process, and on this, in this material world, in this physical world, in this world, life, the whole meaning of life is for life to be prolonged, for life to be continued. And, you know, they try to lead away women from this and put a being, the more divine things that a woman can become, they put it as like inconvenience, as a burden, you know. Once again, oh, you don't need that, who wants to change the diapers, you know. This is, it's really insane what they tell women about their most precious role. It's really insane that they reduce it to us, you know. Let's be honest, most terminations of life happens, of unborn life happens out of inconvenience, out of inconvenience, but not only for women, but let's be honest, also for men. Women depend on your support. So my dear friends, if you're watching my channel, I hope you are the man that I can be proud of, that you're watching my channel. You take your response. You know, we all physical creatures, we fall in love, we all sexual creatures, you know, we were meant to be having these experiences. But when you engage with a woman, you need to understand what it will lead to. And it's very unfair to put all blame on a woman, because it takes two to conceive a child, you know. It takes also two, I don't know if I want light or not, it also takes to make decisions. And a lot of women, I mean, some women decide to terminate because they know they cannot do that on their own. You know, okay, this is cuts me, so I'm gonna do it like this. So most women in a difficult situations, they terminate pregnancy because they cannot do that on their own. Not emotionally, not financially, not mentally, not physically in any way. So I think we have a big problem with men too, but surprisingly, I've never heard anybody talking about this. Because a lot of women, they feel like, oh, this guy, the soon as soon as you tell them that you know, he tells you, oh yeah, I love you, you best thing that happened to me. And then when you tell them that, you know, you're pregnant, they're like, okay, well, I guess I'm not ready. That's like, so just remember, no balls when you tell a woman that, oh yeah, I'm not ready for a relationship. No, you were ready to be laying down with her, to give you a whole bunch of lies, to give you a whole bunch of promises, how you see your life with her. And then you go to a small boy mode and you say, yeah, you know, I'm not ready for a relationship. A real man real takes responsibility, you know, and have control over his urges. So I really think that it's very unfair to blame it on a woman. Make a different video on this, but I want to say, I mean, it's responsibility of two people. Yes, a woman usually takes the final decision, but it's really responsibility of two. Grow up in a very difficult economy, and also judgment of people. When I was growing up, you know, in aftermath, after Soviet Union had fall, a lot of men would run from. I've seen it. I have a lot of my, you know, my the people I know that I grew up with. A lot of them never like met their father, because men who just, you know, they were not sure about this and that. Men just, some, you know, men just run away, and they kind of leaves this decision to a woman. But for a man, you know, you don't have a child in like inside of you, so you don't know how it feels. For a woman to go through something like this, that's a lifelong trauma. Just so and yet again, all these pro termination life people, they never told you about mental trauma. Not to mention that it's not it's not health care. Okay, so not, this is nothing healthy about this. Okay, but they never touch on a mental trauma, like lifelong trauma. They never talk about women that every year think, oh my gosh, my child would be 2, my child would be 5, my child would be 10 now. You never talk about that. Then why doesn't a real woman take responsibility of her urges? Well, a real woman does. RJJ, by real woman, I mean a woman who respects herself. She won't ever lay down with a man who is not committed to her and who is not providing security, peace, and protection for her. But in reality, most men, you know, most men sometimes forcing things for their pleasure, and sometimes a lot of men, men are more driven in this kind of thing. We are less than men. Men usually are more sex driven than women are, you know. I don't know many women who spend their days, you know, watching cool and spending tons of money on OnlyFans. It's usually men do that, right? So men are more driven. And so I'm just saying that a lot of times I'm just saying that a lot of times women get into their emotions. They think that they are loved, you know, they get carried away with, you know, men's compliments, and maybe don't have experience, and they fall for relationships that don't exist. Just once they realize you're pregnant, they just leave. And men have a very hard time to, wait, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, men Women have very hard time to make, a lot of women don't want to terminate life. They just feel that they absolutely unsupported. They have nobody to support them during the process, so they're just scared. So that's why we need to talk only about the outcome. When we need to talk not only about the outcome of how things are. Nobody talks about maybe both men and women should raise their standards. Maybe they should take measures, maybe blah blah blah. We only talk about, okay, here is the result of wrong behavior, of how do we put it under the rug. Where if women and men would have their standards up, if men will wait till they're financially stable to date a woman and to tell her all the beautiful promises, you know, a woman, no matter, even if she's a career woman, right? She needs your help if she is about to have a child, right? She needs healthcare. She needs actual healthcare. She needs financial support, physical support. She needs everything from you if she is in this vulnerable condition. So don't date women who, if you're not ready to support them, focus on your financial status. Focus on the things that you're a man is to be able to provide and protect, and the woman's security. And a woman can do something that nobody else can ever do. She literally multiply you. She can bring another one of you into this world. That's truly is a miracle. Truly is. That's the biggest gift you can ever have. So we need to start to treat it as a gift, and we need to stop lying to people that this is class sales, or you'll have it later. I am not quite ready. I'm not quite ready for this. Guys, don't be so emasculating when a man that have your ear full, maybe even did some good things for you, convinced you that he loves you, and then when you tell him the result of both of your relationship, you're like, well, yeah, I'm not ready for this. I think this is like when you emasculating yourself. You have to be responsible for your actions. If you're not ready for, act accordingly. So hi everyone. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize so many of you guys are here today. Let me stop from I think I made my main points. Welcome on. Hey Elizabeth, are you still here? Could you drop some of my links? Hi Terry, it's great to see you. I know who you are. She says no regrets. I wouldn't do anything different. Our enemy is strong. Yes, well, not as strong anymore. She can multiply you. Yes, exactly. But that's so true, and men should stop looking at children as burden or gonna ruin my life. Well, first of all, don't engage into certain relationships with women who you don't really like for the benefit of certain pleasures. Be with a woman that it would be an honor if she literally can multiply you and give you the most precious gift in this life. Don't look at children as a burden. Like we are becoming so how to say this, so I'm blinking, I need my coffee. Selfish, this is for us, we need to get more stuff and more shit. And then you realize you hit 40, 50, 60, and you realize nothing to live for. You're selfish. You have no connections. Some men run through women. Men has different problems and urges that are driving them. But then you realize, okay, you abandoned this one, you hurt that one, you betrayed this one, it was that one, and you have nobody who will give you any kind of love or support. And the truth is, we truly need each other. This is a channel of the common sense, I guess. We truly need each other. We are not competing. We're not trying to prove, like, we have different skills. Got a weird notification that somebody logged into my account, but that could be somebody I know, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Ah, yes, I'm very much for this. I'm waiting for this stupid conflict to be over between native country of Ukraine and Russia. I really look for that. Um, so guys, if you're new to my channel, I think there is a new people today. I will post in a first link under my channel how you can follow me on other social media, an email if you like, how you can support my channel if you enjoy my videos. Unfortunately, I got demonetized, but that is okay. I've decided that we're not going to stop, and we will continue what we're doing regardless. But also, if you will enjoy watching my channel, I have a chance for re-evaluation. Maybe I'm old saying certain things. I don't know exactly the exact reasons. It could have is that I made a mistake with something. Maybe I used it mentioned something about repurposed content, but I don't know. I really don't know. Don't spend a lot of time to explain you know. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so happy to see you all. I have a couple more minutes, maybe I would say 5-7 minutes more. I'm gonna read some of your comments, but guys, I want to tell you something. We all have work to do. If you understand life better, if you're, a little bit more mature, you are, in your 30s, 50s, 60s, and so on. Please talk to young people. Not in a way to like preach and give, but just talk to them. They really need support. Most women who decide to terminate life, they are most of all, they're scared what people going to say, scared how they're gonna survive. They don't fully understand what they're doing, especially when they're young. They don't fully understand that. They don't understand that inside of their tummy is the most precious thing, most precious soul, most the things that they will love the most, if they were to keep it. And if they can't keep, they can still decide to have it and to give for adoption for those people who cannot naturally have it, because we're taken for granted that so people have troubles with their health and not able to have a child. So if you're in that situation, you can't have it, you can't afford it, you're scared, you have no support. I completely understand that. Think about adoption process. We really need to talk to young people. I feel so bad for them because they have so few role models to look up to. Like, what role models they have? Cardi B, what it is, Beyonce, Cardi B, Glorilla. Who else? Like, on the other side, for this election, they really showed what they stand for. With women that sell their soul for. Oh, for the women, I would just say, for women who sell their soul. That's what they worship nowadays. And men, I would say that women set the standards. Women set the standards, because if a woman says no, men will have to get his stuff together and will have to earn to be with her. But when women don't set their presence, young women don't even know that you can set your standards, and men just go and run around, and then we have all this mess. So please talk to your, young people in your family around. They really need guidance, nobody to look up to nowadays. I'm gonna read comments. I have a couple more minutes before I have to go, guys. It's so wonderful to reconnect. Congratulations to all of us who were bold enough to support what's right, who understand between good and evil. And again, yes, if you want to connect with me, I will put in the first comment below all my information, my email, my other social media, and links if you'd like to support my channel. I think I have, yeah, I have this new thing since you can no longer send me super live, but I have this new thing. It's called coffee.com, Kofi, coffee.com, and then you can send me a super chat and a message there. Um, let me read some. Thank you guys for the compliments. I really appreciate that. Every female known that terminated pregnancy was traumatically scared for life. Yes, this is an awful thing. You can only sympathize. It's a heartbreaking thing, and it needs a lot of healing in every way. It's easy to judge someone when you have no idea, guys, what it means. Well, thank you first. Thank you, guys. Jason, good to see you. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you like my hats. I like them. I also pray to have peace. Yes, we need peace. Thank you, Yelena. Good to see you. Come down to Texas. I love Texas, especially off season, not in summer, but I love Texas. Thank you, Roger. I appreciate that. I'm raising my girls to understand that their virginity is the greatest gift they can give to their husband. Okay, all right. Not everyone will have the same path, but to let a girl know that she's precious and valuable, and she only should be intimate with a man who is ready to protect, provide. It's a beautiful thing for a woman to realize that she has value, she is precious, and a man should earn her. It's not given freely. He should earn to be in her presence and be in her life, because God made us this way. We should never forget our value, and men should never forget the impact that the woman bring into their life. That's a whole another video, with all these losers talking about, well, what do you bring to the table? A man always know what woman brings to the table. When he sees a woman, when he recognizes his wife, a man always recognize the woman that was meant for him. He knows exactly the words even describe the impact of a right woman on a man's life. It's another most beautiful thing that ever existed when you realize that what it is. That's another video, guys. I only have 4 more minutes. Thank you, Jason. Yes, Jason, I will reach out to you. Other guys who want my coaching, who want my help with communication, with connection, with building relationships with traditional minded women, particularly from from Eastern Europe, but not limited, because principles are really the same. Principles are the same. There are small differences, but yes. Terry, so wonderful to see you. Please write me on my Etsy, or I don't know if you have my email. You can look up my email, but I have my PayPal, my email, and some of my social media in the description of the channel, I believe. Yeah, I would just love to hear from you. You can reach out to my Etsy. I would love to hear how you're doing. I want to thank you for being such a beautiful soul, for being so empathetic, kind, so generous, so loving. So wonderful to you today here, Terry. And we are now, I see the light in the end of the tunnel. I know that conflict in Ukraine, really conflict, it's a full-scale war, but I know it's coming to an end. I know it's coming to an end. And That is such an amazing, uh, it's just is in turn, because if things would go different, if things would go left, that would be such a unimaginable tragedy, just going forever on. So I know that it's not like, I wouldn't say even, oh, I believe, I know that, I know that things are, this evil um attack on Ukraine is coming to an end, and I know that I'll be traveling back to my native land next summer. I just know that, you know, how sometimes you just know. um yes, I do have an Etsy. I do, yes. Post all of my links, guys, in a couple of hours. Maybe some even now, but I go. And I love you all. Thank you for joining. I'm so delighted. Subscribe to my channel if you're watching it first today and you enjoy my live talks. I am committed to do things often again, being consistent. To be honest, the part of the situation was this, what I was just heartbroken all this last 2 3 years. I was too heartbroken over the situation in Ukraine. So that's part of the reason. But anyway, my dear friends, we are back. We are back. I am back, and I'm so glad to be here. If you are here today first, please subscribe, put a like, share your opinions down below in the comments. And thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Yes, Terry, thank you, by the way. Thank you for purchasing the furs. I have a gift shop for women. It's like furs and different glamorous things, and I want to say special thank you to Terry, because I know you may or may not use those fur coats, but your help meant the world, and I hope you are wearing them this fall. I would so love to hear from you. I would so love to hear from you. You're like an angel. Comment. You don't even know. Your light and your support, your spirit meant so much and means so much. So thank you for having you, King Neros. Thank you for. I would drop. I don't have my moderators to drop all the links. So if you'd like to check the links, I will post in a couple of hours when I get home in the first comment under this video. And you know what? Maybe I'll make King Nero my moderator so he can drop the links next time. Let's see if I can do that. Moderator? Okay. Okay, I think I just made King Nero a moderator. Maybe it will have to update, but yes, so I'm sorry I don't have the links handy, but thank you so much, my dear friends. Thank you for stopping by. I will see you very soon. I have to run. Arrivederci. See you soon. Have a most wonderful weekend and celebrate. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. All right? See you soon, my guys. My dear.